It's happening. The honeymoon for Joe Biden, which has lasted his entire political career, just might be coming to an end. Now, this should have happened a long time ago, but they're going after him. Even the swamp. What's happening? I'm not sure. I don't know if this is permanent, but something is happening. There's been a shift, possibly because you can't defend this anymore. There's no baby formula for babies in America, in much of America. And here was his explanation today.
Why didn't you act sooner? Well, I don't think anyone anticipated the impact of the shutdown of one facility in the Abbott facility. And it was accurately shut down because the formula was questioned in terms of its purity. And so once we learned of the extent of it and how broad it was, we kicked everything into gear. And I think we're on the way to be able to completely solve the problem. But
Didn't the CEOs just tell you that they understood it would have a very big impact?
they did, but I didn't.
This is a problem. Obviously, by the way, he's just totally exhausted and lost, but the CEOs knew it was going to be a big problem. They did, but I didn't. He's either being deceptive or he's just not on top of it. Either one, this is horrendous. And even his own team, they can't defend this. Today, they didn't even try.
Who is the person in the West Wing who decided after 6 or 8 weeks that this baby formula shortage was finally something that somebody should tell the president about?
Look, again, I have to go back and talk to the president. I did not hear him take questions or answer any questions to all of you. And so I want to do my due diligence, right, as his spokesperson.
Due diligence. Whoa. Diligently listen to him answer the questions or not answer the questions. This is a White House in crisis. They know it. We know it. It's kind of good, though, for it to be publicly acknowledged, even by the fake news. Take a look at these polls. This is from Reuters. 36% approval rating. That is, well, very bad. And the fake news is going after him for a change, right? This is way, way late. But listen to this.
The president is also frustrated about his sinking poll numbers. They continue to drop. Even one person telling us, and others echoed this, that he's dismayed that his numbers are lower than former President Trump's, that's something he just can't really get his head around how that's happening.
Well, let's fill in the blanks for President Biden. First of all, can't get your head around why you're not popular? Well, number one, you lost a war, a catastrophic loss. The fake news may pretend this never happened. We will never forget. Also, you opened the border, our southern border, and all of the crap that's coming in. The drugs, the terrorists. Yeah, some good people, but they shouldn't be coming in this way, and you have to know that. You must know that. Why are you doing this? Also, Vladimir Putin. He wanted to invade Ukraine. Everybody seemed to understand that. And you gave him the green light?
I'm not so sure he is certain what he's going to do. My guess is he will move in. He has to do something.
How's that for? This aggression will not stand. He's got to do something. And then the overall nastiness, the overall saying anybody who supported Trump is a racist. Your demeaning, condescending approach to the country you're supposed to be leading.
What I'm worried about is how un-American this whole initiative is. It's sick. It's sick. We're asking my Republican friends in Congress and states and cities and counties to stand up for God's sake. Have you no shame? This MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
And it's pretty wild. We've been watching this and we've been documenting it. We've been calling them out on it. And you at home have been noticing and taking notes. That's why the poll numbers are so low. The media, they're still a little bit mystified, right? That this seems to be all of a sudden he's so not popular. But we know this is all along. All along, we've all seen it. And now they are, They try to say, though, even the fake news, there's still, that muscle memory kicks in. Protect Joe. And what's the problem? Frustration over messaging. If they can only get the comms right, everything would be great. But they are frustrated.
The president is also frustrated about his sinking poll numbers. His frustration is that there are times when something happens that's unexpected. In this particular moment, he's frustrated.
So, Mike, what's your sense of the frustration inside the Oval Office?
I don't think he is rattled. I think he is very frustrated with the circumstances. According to your reporting, your information, the word frustrated, how frustrated was the President of the United States?
That is what's fueling the frustration. It would stand to reason that he would be frustrated because the country is frustrated.
By the way, frustrated. We all know what that means, but just frustrated. To feel upset or annoyed, typically as a result of being unable to change or achieve something. Unable to change or achieve something. The President of the United States, unable to change or achieve something. The solution: 2 back-to-back op-eds. Essays for the newspaper. This doesn't seem like cutting-edge communication to me. One in the Wall Street Journal about inflation, one in the New York Times about Ukraine. It got me thinking. The mainstream media did not afford Donald Trump these kinds of opportunities, but he availed himself of them back before he was president in 1999. He wrote a Wall Street Journal op-ed, "America needs a president like me." And unlike Joe Biden, I think he actually wrote this one himself. Let's go through it. Number 1, let's cut to the chase. Yes, I am considering a run for president. Remember, this is back in 1999. 2 things are certain at this point, however. I believe non-politicians represent the wave of the future. And if elected, I would make the kind of president America needs in the new millennium. Unlike candidates from the 2 major parties, my candidacy would not represent an exercise in career advancement. It's true, all politicians go in it for fame and fortune. He already has all that stuff. Our international adversaries would also note a significant change. North Korea would suddenly discover that its worthless promises of civilized behavior would cut no ice, and he made good on that, of course, 18 years later or so. Next, please. The Republicans are captives of their right wing. Huh? The Democrats are captives of their left wing. I don't hear anyone speaking for the working men and women in the center. Well, they have gone to the right, but that's interesting, huh? Next, please. Next, please. I would bring a different approach to the White House and challenges we can surmount, but that will require a president who is not fixated on popularity polls and re-election. Okay. One more. I would center my presidency around 3 principles: 1 term, 2-fisted policies, and no excuses. How about that? Well, as President Trump ponders what's next, as he gets ready for running, I hope also he's thinking about what kind of president he'll be, how he will govern. And maybe he'll take some of his own advice from 1999. I mean, let's face it, he used to brag about his poll numbers all the time. Maybe just let them go. And it could be just 1 term, right? He'll be, 76 or something like that? And maybe just 1 term. And maybe that'll be liberating. Maybe that'll work for everybody. I don't know. But I'm excited.